Hey, do you like my cardboard box blinds? Yeah, me neither. I've been looking at these beastly boxes for about 3 years now, ever since we moved in, and I decided it was finally time to build my curtain wall and clean out the underside of my bed. Look how gross it is. Probably haven't been under there in a couple years either. This whole project took 2 months to do, but I am so excited for how it turned out. It looks amazing. Let me show you how I did it and where we started. So there they are. This is what we're going to be focusing on today. A way to cover up that wall and the boxes because we don't want to fill in the windows. And also to protect my husband's feet and shins, I decided it was time to pad my jagged corners to my bed frame and clean out all the crap that has accumulated. So there used to be blinds up here that the original homeowner put up, but they were the clangy metal kind and just weren't my style, and I just decided that they needed to come down because I let in a whole bunch of light anyways. And I don't know about y'all, but it's got to be like pitch black in the room whenever I sleep, so I had to put something up there. So this was day one of the project, and it took me almost 2 months to finally get everything in order. I could only work a little bit at a time in the room because of kids and life and doctor's appointments and stuff. I'm pregnant while I'm filming this, and I had good days and bad where I felt like trash and just couldn't do a whole lot, you know? So the cleaning process took forever, days and days and days. And that's just because, I would start and then something would come up and I wouldn't be able to finish it for a while. I was kind of surprised at how not messy the underside of my bed was. Because I'm a messy person and we don't have lots of storage in the house, and I bought these 18-inch high bed frames for the purpose of storage to shove stuff under here. But I was surprised. It wasn't that bad. Even the dust comparatively could have been way worse. I'm just really glad I didn't find any creepy critters under here or like spiders or something. That totally would have freaked me out. Anyways, so the whole plan was to clean out the underside of the bed because I was going to have to move the bed anyways to hang the curtains up on the wall. And not to mention, with baby number 3 on the way, decluttering as much as possible for all that storage that we're probably going to be needing. Yes. And some of the stuff that I put underneath here, I totally forgot about. Just random things, But there's a good pile that I had built up behind me. Now, I know you're probably going to make fun of me, but I am a tissue paper saver. Granted, my pile got a little bit out of control, but I like to have one bag of gift bags, tissue paper, and Christmassy type things so that I don't have to worry about it, because it seems like I always need to have those things the day of, and I don't have them. And why throw it away? How wasteful, you know what I mean? It's amazing the things you find whenever you undo all of your little clutter hidey boxes. I think I did a great job. I let go of a lot of sentimental objects that I've been hanging on to for a while, and that can be challenging for me because I'm a very sentimental person. But I think it was time just to let some things go. I've had them for years and years and have actually done nothing with them. Got a bunch of homeschool stuff that my mom gave me, Christmas things, knickknacks from my grandmother who passed away, just certain things that you don't really have a place to put them, so you just put them somewhere. And in my case, that was underneath my bed because that's the only storage that I have. Oof, and I gotta say, being pregnant made this whole thing so much more challenging. But this was the progress that I made on day one, and I think I did really well, especially considering that I did all of this by myself. But I decided it was time to put a pin in it, but little did I know that it was going to be like, probably another week before I was able to get back in here. At the time, my mother-in-law was visiting, and we just had too much going on. So there was a big delay in day number 2 of the video. And here we are, 1 week-ish later, I'm assuming is how long it took. And it just so happens that this was the week where my baby bump really started showing. I was so happy to get in here because all this mess just really will drive you crazy, and trying to step over stuff and move around. The good thing I wasn't trying to exercise at this time because that would have really been a problem. I prefer to exercise in my room. I don't go to the gym because gyms are not my thing, guys. Can't handle the gym. So this pile over here is Christmas stuff, and It was months. Christmas was months ago, and I still have this big giant pile of Christmas stuff. Boxes, which come to find out most of them were empty. I guess I was saving them to put presents in. I don't know. But that's just trash in my room. Just piles of mostly empty boxes just accumulating, and all of the Christmas presents that I forgot about. You know what I mean? But I knew that I couldn't work on the curtain wall and get everything done with my bed that I needed to with a messy room. And I really just, for my own sanity, needed to clean the room. Do you guys like my new vacuum? This is a new vacuum. My husband gave my mother-in-law the other vacuum because even though it was a Dyson and I did like it, it didn't have a light on it. And I hated cleaning out the filter because you had to reach in there and grab the stuff every time. Okay, so this was even longer. This was like a solid 2+ weeks after I did all that room cleaning. That's how long of a break you have to take whenever you're trying to balance life with 2 little kids and a busy husband and in-laws and ugh. So after days of waiting, I finally got Daniel in here to help me hang up this curtain rod behind the bed because I'm not very good with, impact drivers and drills and all that. I just can't do it. This curtain rod was less than an inch to be the perfect size. I don't know if I'm saying that right. If it was 1 more inch bigger, it wouldn't have worked. It came with 1 extra section, but that was obviously too long, so we put in just the perfect amount of sections, and oh, look at me, goodness, taking a little rest. God, being pregnant is so exhausting. Don't ever let anyone be like, oh, I had so much energy while I was pregnant, because they're lying. Oh boy, I was so excited. I have been looking forward to this curtain wall for over a year, ever since I first was problem solving with what to do, because we weren't sure if we wanted just to wall off the windows or whatever. They let in too much light and I'm never going to use them. They open like weird and I forgot about this part. I had a pregnancy brain moment and ordered the wrong size curtain. And then I ordered some new curtains, and while I was waiting for the new curtains to get here, I also decided it was time to upgrade my sheets because I've been using the same sheets for years and they have holes in them, but I'm so picky, I just couldn't find the right kind of sheets. Anyways, so here's what I did for the curtains. I put them in the dryer for just about 10 minutes to get the wrinkles out and laid them flat. And these are the new curtains that were the appropriate length, by the way. So I had to remove the old curtains because they were just too short and I couldn't stand the thought of them not being all the way to the floor. Oh, so tiring. Reaching above my head for some reason is extra hard for me because I used to have a heart condition, and now it's even more annoying because I'm pregnant. Oh, and they were so heavy that this whole process was exhausting. And of course, there was 1 tiny 1/2 inch of a gap to work with because my husband had screwed the curtain rod into position and wasn't home. So I was doing all of this by myself and thought I was going to faint up here on the step ladder. But I got it done eventually. And at this point, we were invested over a month into the process, so there was no quitting now. So I did as much as I could here, but I couldn't really see where I needed to straighten out the curtain and be filming at the same time, so I definitely needed to recruit my husband's help. But until he got home, I decided it was time to test out my new sheets. And did I mention how picky I am about sheets? After having tested these new ones for a while, they're not bad, but they're a little bit hot. But I was trying to save money because my other sheets I probably paid almost $200 for, and they are like miracle from heaven sheets. They're so soft, so cooling, so awesome. These new ones I got from Target are really beautiful, and they are soft, but they're a pinch too hot for me. We'll see how I do. Gotta give it some more time. Okay, so this is the cushy stuff that I decided to wrap the bed frame in to protect my husband's shins and his knees and his toes because he kicks the bed all the time and it makes him angry. I don't kick the bed, I guess because I know where the posts are. I don't know. This is pretty straightforward. I just undid the adhesive tape and stuck it literally straight to the bed frame, and it really helps. It's very cushy, and this cost like $10? I don't remember how long ago I ordered these things. It would have been months before I actually filmed this video, but I'm pretty sure it was like $10. And I'm sure Daniel really appreciates that $10 as it's going to be rescuing his toes and shins. And while I was at it, I threw out my old bed skirt and found this new bed skirt, which is the exact same color as my headboard. Super pumped about that. Just trying to make it look more aesthetically pleasing and hide the clutter under there. And it wasn't bad at all, just tucked it right under the bed. And here we are. Look at how good this curtain wall turned out. So much cheaper than replacing and/or walling off the wall for good. The skirt turned out great, the sheets are nice, and in the future, if we decide to sell the house, all we gotta do is take the curtain wall down, and the future homeowners can decide if they want to build their own curtain wall. Let me know what you guys think.